Hey everyone, looking for a quick and easy gluten-free healthy stew to make in a really short amount of time? I'm going to show you how. Okay, so this is a crock pot recipe, so best to put it on in the morning before you head out the door, or if you work from home, get it going in the morning. You can cook it on high for 4 hours or low for kind of 6 to 8 hours. So I love that because it's just like get it on in the morning when everybody gets home, they can eat when they want to eat because the crock pot is ready. So I'm going to go through the ingredients that I use in this stew. We start with, we need some olive oil, cornstarch for thickener because that's gluten-free, organic beef broth, salt, pepper, dried thyme, bay leaves, your stewing beef, which we're going to cut and season with salt and pepper, tomato paste, fresh garlic, half a large onion, 2 to 3 carrots, and half a pound or a pound of potatoes. I like to leave the skin on my potatoes because that's where a lot of the nutrients are, and just give it a light wash. I actually get this from my next door neighbor. A lot of my vegetables come from my next door neighbor, so it comes right out of the ground and right into my kitchen. Okay, so we are going to cut and salt the beef and pepper and put that in the frying pan, and then we will get to the rest of it. Okay, so first step is to salt and pepper the beef and just lightly fry it in the frying pan. So you only want to do this, you're just browning the beef, so kind of like 30 seconds on each side, get the beef brown. Okay, now we've just lightly browned the beef. We're going to add that directly to the bottom of the crock pot. Okay, now that we have our beef cooked, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Nothing else needs to be cooked here. It all goes in raw. So we're going to add in our onions, half an onion. We're going to add in our 2 to 3 carrots, depending on how much you like carrots. We're going to add in our potatoes. Now you can also add celery. I didn't have any celery on hand. You can add celery. Celery is nice in the stew as well. And you can also add peas. The peas would be added at the end because you don't want the peas to get too mushy. Now we're going to take our organic beef broth. I like to just eyeball this just to kind of see how much liquid I want in here. This is probably, for this portion size, we're probably going to do about half of this. But I think I may have put a few more potatoes that I usually put in, so I may end up using a little bit more of this. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. And we are going to then add our garlic. Our 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you do like it saltier, you can always add more salt at the end if you prefer. And kind of the same with pepper. If you like a little bit more pepper, you can add more pepper at the end. But we'll just do a 1/4 teaspoon for now. And then we will do a full teaspoon of dried thyme. So we'll grab that. I love spices. I probably overspice most things, but I just love spices and they're good for you. And then we're going to add 1 bay leaf. So here's what your stew should look like. And we're just gonna kind of coat everything here in that beef broth. Mix up the spices. Kind of press together, get all of those juices flowing. And then we're gonna put it in the crock pot. Okay, I kind of got dinner going a little bit late today, so we've got that in the crock pot there, and I'm gonna do it on high for 4 hours. Okay guys, so this stew has been on high now for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take half a cup of the broth and we're gonna put in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Oh, I got a potato in there. Oh, get that guy out of there. And we're just gonna kind of stir this up. Oh, I got another potato in there. That's not so good. Anyways, we're just gonna kind of stir this up in here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure you can't see any kind of cornstarch chunks. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pour it back in. Get everything out of here. And then give this a good stir. Kind of stirring everything in. And we are going to put the lid back on and let that cook for maybe another 20 minutes. All right. We'll show you then. Okay guys, so here we go. Here is your gluten-free easy beef stew. And you can see that it's thickened up there a little bit. If you like it a little bit thicker, you can add a little bit more cornstarch. And something nice to kind of garnish this with would be a fresh sprig of thyme. So there you go. Hey everyone, so there you have it. You've got your bowl of scrumptious, healthy, gluten-free stew that didn't take so long. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of our latest videos. Have a good one.